So you cheated 10 years ago. Who to say that's all that's out of you? Now, of course, I think he's far-fetched here. It's 10 years ago. I think people changed it. Changed in 10 years. Things that you did 10 years ago, things you did 10 years ago, you shouldn't be doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it worked.
Unless it worked, right? But even if it worked,
Right.
even if it worked, you still should be progressing,
Right, right.
finding different tools and getting better at it. So, so she said 10 years ago, and he was kind of taken back by that. I'm like, bruh, she ain't say 10 weeks. She ain't say before I started this process. She ain't say none of that. She said 10 years ago, and this is why I said he admired her, because he was totally disappointed that she cheated. Right? He has put this woman on a pedestal.
Yeah.
He has her on a pedestal. They're like, Stasha doesn't do any wrong, but you cheated? I thought that's not your character.
But that's why he said to her friends, I need to know her dynamically. Like, how has she gotten to the Stasha that she is today? And put it in perspective. And when you said that, I just thought about, and then we get past it to Tommy, I thought about that meme, that TikTok I think everybody's doing. It's like, okay, so because I cheat one time, I'm a cheater. So if I cut hair one time, that make me a barber. It feels like he's doing that to her because she said, it was 10 years ago. And so now he's like, oh, Stasha's a cheater. No, I'm not.
I've cheated, but I'm not a cheater.
Yeah, that when he said that he was disappointed, I was like, why? Like, that was in the past. Like, that in order for this to work, you have to let her past be her past. And the fact that they hadn't talked about it, that's a problem. Like, ask about it. You know what I'm saying? Ask about her previous relationships. How did you get to this point? Those are, like I always say, they have an issue with conversations. Like, if it's a person that I'm meeting for the first time, I'm asking everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your favorite color? What was your past relationships like? What do you like to eat? Can you cook? Do you want to cook? Do you know how to change brakes on a car? Like, I find out things about you and just have random conversations. If you've cheated before, I would know that before going into this, 6 weeks. Yeah, I would know if you've cheated before because we would have had a conversation about it, because cheating is probably the number one thing, like, why regular boyfriend and girlfriends break up. Somebody cheated, and with that being such a regular thing, or majority, like, if you sit 10 people in a room, maybe 8 of them have been cheated on or cheated, before. It's like, all right, so that's a regular conversation to have. So it kind of threw me off, the fact that he was finding that information, and then it bothered him like that. I think it kind of threw Stasha off too a little bit, just because she was like, what? Why does that bother you? I think they're gonna be okay. Like, ultimately, I think they're gonna be fine, just because that's a very small thing. She's been cheated on before. She's cheated before. He's never cheated, apparently, is what he's saying. But I don't have no reason not to believe him. But since he says he's never cheated, it's like cheating shouldn't be an issue in their relationship.
Right.
It shouldn't be a first of mind thing. And then the other thing I wanted to say about that was, in order for him to get to I love you, you have to let go of all of those things. You have to take whatever she says, whatever she do, at face value and move forward. And if you don't do that, then that's where the thoughts come in. Is she's doing this? Is she's doing that? Is everybody doing what they need to do for us to be successful and stuff like that? So I just hope he's able to let that go and move forward with them. I think that was the biggest issue. Like, he just being insecure about that, man. That was, to me, that was stupid. But to everybody else, hey, Talisa. But to everybody else, that was like, I think even Pastor Kyle was like, looking at them funny for something like, why are you disappointed? It was 10 years ago, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think everybody gave him a side eye, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody gave him a side eye, like, yo, if it was 10 years ago, I mean, even if it was 5 years ago, right? 2 years ago, bruh, it's not with you. I think this is one of the things about, you know, when I look at this, I think I leaned over to her and said, like, yo, if it didn't happen in our relationship,
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Unless it's a serial thing.
Unless it's a
and
serial,
that's what we
right.
talked about. But yeah, it don't matter.
If it ain't in our relationship, it doesn't matter because we're starting fresh, right? It's newness here. It's new relationship here. Now, if you got your man and he was cheating on somebody and got you, you know the old saying is, if he cheated to get you, then he'll cheat on you to get somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. That's the old saying. But again, they haven't done it to you. I guess you in this relationship with this, don't nail it to that.
But you know, we thought about Tommy because you were like, because Nate did say he never cheated. And I had to put it in perspective when she talked to his friends. It was like, okay, so maybe this is an Elijah thing. You didn't really cheat because you didn't define a relationship, bro. Because
and then that ain't necessarily like you're free and clear,
right?
You know, but like I don't get it. You know, like you guys said, if it's a serial cheater, okay, it's more of a conversation. If it didn't happen in our relationship, it's nothing really to deal with because the reason why you're not in the relationship that you were previously in is because, if it's because of cheating, well, you got to learn from that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Find out why a person cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I cheated, when I was in with my ex-girlfriend, I cheated, but I cheated because she cheated. It was the dumbest thing in the world. Instead of just walking away from the relationship, I cheated. Because I was like, this is what we're supposed to go through. But I was, 24, 25 years old, something like that. I can't remember. But it's like, it was a dumb reason why I cheated. So find out why the person cheated. Talk about it. Be, make it normal to have that conversation because that's how you grow. That's how you grow with your spouse, at least. Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah, I think transparency is key. But I think you said it, transparency early on is key. You shouldn't be finding this out week 6.
Right. They definitely should have had that conversation before. Like, he definitely should have known that she cheated before.
Right.
Because the conversation would come up, well, why did you break up with your other boyfriends?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Have you ever
cheated or I cheated or,
Right.
So forth.
Oh, man. So let's see if we can bring Talisa in on this. And ask her thoughts on this. And I know I'm
talking about Stasha and Nate.
Stasha and Nate, and the cheating question. Was it overrated?
Oh, totally overrated. It's totally overthinking it. She's 30, whatever. 10 years ago, put her when she was in her 20s. Like, sir. And for you to be like, I've never cheated, it's because you've never had a real relationship to have had any issues where you didn't think it all the way through. Let's say that you didn't think it all the way through and somebody actually fulfilled that need for you somewhere else and then you crossed the line. You've never been in that situation. So for you to want to place judgment or judge her because 10 years ago she had a little infidelity, shame on you. Like, I don't think any of us, and I'm sorry I missed y'all because I'm late and all of that. As you can see, I'm in a different space. So I'm going to be moving again. I'm going to go silent and I'm going to move again because the lighting, I don't like it. Anyway, so 10 years ago, Tommy always says he's not the same person. I know that Jackie and Glenn, you guys aren't the same people from 10 years ago. And I'm surely 10 years ago, I was 36 years old. I'm a whole different person from when I was. And then in my 20s, you can forget it. I'm nothing like I was in my 20s today. I have grown so much, and he should. I don't know. I be wanting people to have common sense to think about him. Is he 10 years ago? Were you the same? Are you the same person? Are you still selling bags on the beach, getting pulled over by the police? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, give me a break. Nate, give her a break. Actually, she's putting in way more effort than you are. let me tell it because she really wants this. And though you almost said I love you a few times, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like she's supposed to be hanging on a whim too, like the rest of them. Like they all dangling the carrot, and because this is what you want, so I'm gonna just keep dangling it because you like me. You already said I love you. This is why women don't say it first. This is why women don't say it first. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Some women do. God bless your heart. I'm one of them women, and you could tell me, and I might love you, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's so cute." I'm gonna make you wait. I'm petty like that. I'm gonna make you wait until I feel like I want to say it after you say it, because the first time is normally a shock. Anyway, I don't know why I'm off on this tangent, but Nate really just finds a new way to disappoint me. Like sometimes I'm all like, "Yay, Nate! Yay, Nate!" Like that whole sex dungeon, "Yay, Nate! Yay, Nate!" That was me, right? Yay, Nate! But now I'm all like, why are you prolonging this? You know that you feel this way about her. You opened your mouth and you said, I almost said it. And what people fail to realize is love, saying I love you, is varying degrees, right? I don't love my dogs as I love my children. I don't love my children the same way I loved my late husband. I seem to realize that there are different degrees. I love ice cream. Sometimes I love ice cream more than I love my husband. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Sometimes it was just that good to me because he was getting on my nerves. It's varying degrees of love, and I just wish that he would take a step back. But he's got some growing to do, and I'm about to say that's because he's in his 20s. That's because he's in his 20s, and he's got some growing to do. And the moment that he realizes that he might have missed out, which I don't think he will, because Stasha wants to be married so bad that she's just gonna be like, okay. So I'm off my soapbox. I'm gonna move, okay? I'll be back.
You said something that before you moved. You said something that I was like, should men? Tommy, help me out here. Should men say I love you first? I put the question in a poll in the chat. Should men or are men required to say I love you first to women?
I told Artika I love her first, but I knew it though. You know, like for me, it's like I'm gonna just tell her I love her and get it out my system. You know, just because it's like, why am I playing a game? You know, but me and Artika, like you guys know, me and Artika, like our relationship moved fast and slow at the same time. So, you know, but I don't like, for me personally, I don't think it's a big deal who says it first, as long as the actions are there. You know, I think that's more important, because I can say I love you. Because me and my homeboy, when I was in college, we talked about this. How many times have you told a female you love her just to get with her? You know, I was like, that's every time, you know. We talked about it, like, yeah, we used that to our advantage just because we got what we wanted, you know. But then what'd you say?
Dangling carrot.
Exactly.
It's the dangling carrot. It's the dangling carrot.
Exactly. Why not? You know what I'm saying? If I know what I want and I ain't looking for nothing but that one thing, like I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get it. I ain't gonna do anything illegal. But telling the person you love them, you may love them as a friend. I tell my friends I love them.
Absolutely. There are varying degrees of love. Absolutely. Yeah, but when you talked about actions, I know people don't like the 5 love languages, but I think about it. Like, you saying I love you to me really don't mean nothing. To me, you can say it a million times all day long, and I'll be like, that's what's up. But are you spending quality time with me? Are you doing acts of service? When you come over, do you take my trash out? When you come over, did you help me cook dinner? Were you chopping? Like, those are the, when you got out of my bed, did you make up my bed with me? Like, acts of service is huge for me. So your words don't mean nothing. And, you know, I don't know, did he say, listen, I really kind of just watched it like an hour ago. I can't remember. Did he say that he was putting action behind? Like, did he say, no, I'm not saying it, but I show her? I can't remember.
Yeah, he said I admire her, and he gave all kind of characteristics that he likes about her. You know, he talked about, he didn't mention the tattoo or the things that but he mentioned all the things that he has done, his acts of service for her. So I think
okay, but her love language is words of affirmation, though. The words are required for her. For him, they're not, but for her, they are required. So yes. I'm sorry. Let me be quiet again.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Wait, this is the funny thing. I'm gonna say this. So when you said that to Lisa, Glenn says, which one of us said it first? We probably like the worst married couple because I feel like it was so long ago. Like I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. I really don't remember who said it first.
I feel like we probably said it in the same conversation. So does that count for who said what first?
But I know I was doing acts of service. I know I always wanted to be around it. You know what I'm saying? I knew we wanted to be together. I knew I'm gonna change my course in college so I can get out of school quick so I can move down here and not be married and be in college like 200 miles away. You know what I'm saying? So I mean when you say that, because I think sometimes women actually love the guy first, but they don't want to say it for the simple fact what Lisa said. They don't want to be heartbroken because they don't want it to be not reciprocated, right? I have a teenage daughter, and she likes people, but she doesn't like the rejection that she might get, or she thinks about rejection. And I think a lot of women are like that. They don't want. I may say it, and we may even look good, but I don't want the rejection that I think I might get. Because what if he doesn't feel the same way I feel? What if they don't think the same way I think? And I think that's where Nate is at. Nate doesn't want the rejection because his mama left. He's seen people leave who said, I love you. And what if this woman leaves me? You know, what is this woman? Because let's think about it. He's thinking this way, and maybe I'm wrong. Y'all guys hit me in the chat. He's thinking, she really don't need me. She has everything she wants.
Well, she actually do need him.
But she said that too, though. She does need him. But she said that before, that I don't need a man, I want a man. So I don't know if she said that to him. So you figure she got all these toys so that she don't need that aspect of it.
Well, she want to have a kid, so.
And you do need that aspect. Them toys do not give you the same heartbeat, the smell, the breathing, none of that. You still need a body, Glenn. Shame on you. Shame.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what Stasha said. I'm not saying anything else. I'm talking about what Stasha said in the beginning of the series. She said, I don't need a man. I want a man. I can do everything for myself. I just want a man. So I'm implying that she said she do everything herself.
She was not talking about sexual intimacy, even though you can satisfy yourself to a certain degree. I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking for my own self. I like the connection that comes with having a partner. And I think that when she said I can do everything myself is meaning I can take care of myself. I don't need nobody to provide for me. I know how to get the things that I want so that I can sustain my life. But it would be great to have a partner. Like I desire someone. And I think that that's better than needing someone because then it becomes codependent, right? Mm-hmm. But okay, I'm gonna leave you alone, Glenn.
I enjoy dialogue about stuff like this. I enjoy the dialogue because again, it's different mindsets. 61% of you guys who voted in the poll so far said that
Uh-oh. I don't think so. Is it me? Talisa, I can't hear you.
Each other.
It's because I'm on mute.
They need to embrace each other some more. All that. So go ahead.
We don't know what you were saying because you were frozen.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you were frozen.
I'm sorry. I was saying Stasha and Nate, I think the love is there. It's just that they need to express it to each other in each other's love language. And he needs to say it. And so she can hear it. And she needs to continue to build the trust in him to let him know that she's not going anywhere. Because I think he's still traumatized from when his mama left. And he hasn't dealt with that issue. So they just need to share each other's love languages.
I wonder if he wrote it. Would it be? Because it's like he was saying he stopped himself from saying I love you. So it's you have the feeling of loving her, but you just don't want to say it because the words put some type of meaning behind your relationship, I guess. And a meaning that you're afraid of. And I wonder if he wrote it to her, would that suffice for her? You know?
I feel like it would, because it's still words. He's written, because you're just not gonna write down "I love you." You're gonna put all this mushy stuff in the letter that's gonna affirm her. So I feel like it would be sufficient. Like, that's what she wants. I need you to tell me that I'm wonderful, that you love me, that you want to be with me, that you desire me. So I think him writing it in a letter would probably be sufficient. Hey, girl, where you at? Tell us. Like, where you at? Is that good? What's her name?
Yeah, I think he's so, but I think he's so intimidated by it. I think it would take a lot for him to write it too, though.
Yeah.
It would take a
They
lot.
probably erase it a lot.
Yeah.
Check.
I just don't get it, man.
No, maybe.
Right? I just don't get it. It's like the action is the hard part to me.
Yeah.
To show a person that I love you, it means I'm going to do for you even after we fight, even when we fuss at each other. Like, I'm going to go fill up your gas tank when I didn't drive your car, you know, or you don't feel good today. I got it. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, you get your rest. Like, that's the hard part. Saying I love you when it's true.
Right.
It's not hard.
I ain't gonna just cook one piece of chicken. I'm gonna cook the whole. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just gonna fix a sandwich for me and enough fries just for me. I ain't gonna just make one plate. I'm gonna actually need something to eat as well. You know, that's the thing. And we've been mad at each other for a couple of days, whatever the case may be. But I'm still gonna do the things that I need. I know I'm supposed to do because I love you.
Right.
And we're gonna try to get over it.
I don't know. Nate's tripping, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.